There you go. We're live.
Okay.
And since it's been a few weeks, and just to recap, you had the fight in the junkyard with Alexander and his goblin minions,
Mm-hmm.
and along with the brother's girlfriend, Astor Smith. And
Yes.
Alexander was the survivor at the end of the conflict, along with you guys, and he fled with the artifact.
Yep.
Yep. All of the goblins are dead, and you guys are still in the junkyard. I don't remember if you guys left at some point there back to your house, Aether. Is that what happened?
I believe so.
Right.
I don't think we left the junkyard at all yet. Like, I don't think there was a conclusion to that.
I think we were about to,
Right
but
there.
Well, that's good. We can always go ahead and start from the junkyard.
Okay.
Where are you guys going to go from here?
I mean, we probably should regroup somewhere and discuss what happened with Alexander. Maybe hunt him down.
Maybe we could, like, just go back to the, well, I just remember that everyone was dead in the front, and then, like, I healed some dude, and then he went to go call the police. So we should probably go.
Yeah, the security guards.
Yep.
Probably get out of here, skedaddle.
Skedaddle. Also, from the last game session, if you remember right, you were tasked by the Elven Council to find the artifact form.
Yes.
Yep. And if you don't remember, they picked you guys because you're powerful in magic and are the best suited to locating the artifact and recovering it.
Well, we know where it is. We just don't know where he is.
And as long as you get within range of the artifact, you can sense it.
Yeah.
All right, so you're going to leave the junkyard and regroup where?
Probably at Aether's house.
Okay, so you head back to the Elven tribal lands on the north side of Chicago. It takes you about an hour to finally reach there, and you sequester yourselves in Aether's rooms.
Yes.
Yeah. You are there along with Seth.
So, guys, what's the plan now that, Big Bad Wizard has
Artifact.
ancient artifact?
Well, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but that was a pretty tough fight.
Did we let the Tribal Lands Council know that who has the artifact?
Are you going to go inform them?
Do you think that wise?
Well, you went back to your room, so.
Well, yeah. Well, so we're in the Tribal Lands.
Yeah, you're in the tribal lands. You could head to the Elder Council and let them know
what happened, that we did find it, but it got into the hands of someone else.
That's something we got to role play.
Yeah. I'm asking the group.
Yeah.
I guess we should tell them where it is now, but they might still expect us to go and get it.
Maybe they might have some resources in order to help us try and find him.
No, they also wanted you to find King.
To find what?
Roman King, because you remember he was captured along with your father.
Mm-hmm.
They're both prisoners of Al Capone.
Yeah.
So part of the deal was to recover the artifact and rescue Roman King Roman, I'm sorry, and your father.
Yeah. That's true.
So would that be our next objective then, trying to find your dad and King?
Trying to find everybody.
Yeah. Seth says odds are that the prisoners are probably in the same location that Alexander is, so that the artifact is probably also present. And if you guys have forgotten, since there's been a lot of time, Alexander only wanted the artifact to cast some ritual to,
Mm-hmm.
to likely restore life to his lost beloved, who apparently died during the big change in 1919.
Well, I guess we could find out. Oh, well, no. You just
Maybe
told us then.
that.
Let's
maybe
go
you-
inform the council now then. Let's just go inform them.
So you
Okay.
guys head out.
Yeah,
Hmm.
we're heading to the council.
Okay, you head over to the council's building, speak with the secretary, and she convenes the council representatives, and you head into the office, and they all greet you.
Hello. We would like to speak with the council.
Yep. She drags you off into the back office, and you see seated at the council table are the councilors,
Mm-hmm.
along with the tribal chief. And the tribal chief's looking at you, and she says, "What's your update?"
Our update is that we found the artifact, but it was taken.
She says, "By Alexander, I suppose." You mentioned him before, so.
Mm-hmm. That's correct.
And do you have any leads on his whereabouts?
Not currently, but we would like to further continue to search.
Well, that is your objective, and to rescue Roman King and whoever else might be prisoner in this
Yep. We just
theft.
came to give an update.
Are there any resources you require?
We're trying to figure out where he would be located. We know what he plans to do with the artifact, so something about his lost love or something dying and he wants to bring her back of some sorts.
Foul magic, that.
So maybe if we knew where she was buried or who she was, that would be helpful.
Alas, we don't have that kind of information. Perhaps a private detective could find that information out for you.
Private detective. So I guess we'll have to find a private detective to look for that information for us.
Yep. Or if you happen to know where Roman King, or not Roman King, yeah, Roman King. I mean, that's an option. Roman King and the father are prisoners of Al Capone. You already know that.
Mm-hmm.
So perhaps that's where Alexander fled to as well, since he's a lieutenant of Al Capone.
Okay, well, we'll be heading off then.
Does anybody know where Al Capone's headquarters is? This is
Should
DM
be
talk
on-
now.
I think it's on the map somewhere, right?
Can I do some sort of like knowledge check to see if I might have an idea?
Most likely, my character would.
Well, not necessarily. Yeah, your character would. Your character probably automatically knows where he's at, but you were also recently there, right before you went to the junkyard. So you know exactly where his headquarters is.
Oh, duh, yeah.
Oh, the hotel.
The battle before the junkyard,
Mm-hmm.
which was in West Chicago.
And it's really been a hot moment, guys.
Mm-hmm. A little bit of catching up to do.
Yep.
But yeah, you almost had a big battle at Al Capone's headquarters.
But we didn't even.
Yeah, you guys fled, so.
We turned back around. We're like, we know where they went.
But out of character, you guys pretty much believe that that the prisoners are probably sequestered there, and that's probably also likely where Alexander fled to.
Okay, so I guess we know
Can
where
we
to go.
go to a magic shop here in this area?
You could find, yeah, you can go to the same one you went to before, which is just south of you guys, like two
I
or
mean, no,
three blocks.
the one where Aether lives.
Oh, a magic shop here on the tribal lands?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go to one here.
So I asked everybody, hey, can we stop by the magic store here?
Of course.
I mean, can't be over prepared.
The tribal land hosts just about everything, supermarkets and magic shops. In fact, it's right next to the Elven supermarket.
Good. Yes. Okay. I guess I'll go in.
Okay. The magic shop's titled The Veil Lands, Emporium
Okay.
of Fine Magic Artifacts. Not that they carry any fine magic artifacts, but that's beside the point. You go in, there's a elven male behind the counter, dressed up, all prim and proper. And you see all kinds of supposedly magic paraphernalia all over the place.
Okay. I'm gonna go over to the shop runner. Whoever is there behind the counter.
He looks up at you and says, "Greetings. What
Hello.
may I help you with today?"
I'm just trying to see if you guys have any of these rings, and I showed him like the ring that I have, one of the rune rings.
One of the rune rings. You mean the
Yeah.
the single PowerPoint ring?
Yeah.
Yeah. He says, "Yes." And he pulls out a display from behind the counter and opens it up, and you see an array of 10 different rings. And they're all one PowerPoint. He says, "Alas, this is the strongest we have."
Okay. How much?
He says, "Each ring is 1,000."
Okay. Do you guys take these? What did you call those things? I know they're checks, but they're not checks. What do you call them?
I don't know.
You gave them a different name. I'm gonna write a check.
Banknotes.
Banknote.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write that as a thing so I don't forget. Do you take banknotes?
It's the same thing as a check. You have various banknotes where it's a little bit more prestigious than, because you're from a rich family, it's more prestigious than just writing a check.
Gotcha.
A personal check. Because then the shop provider can actually take the banknote right to the bank and ensure that he gets the money.
Okay.
Did you bring banknotes with you?
Yes, I have them. They're
Okay.
in my thing.
Okay, so you're gonna buy some rings.
Yes, I write a banknote for $2,000.
Okay.
I want 2 of them.
You want 2 rings. I need you to make a check against your. What skills do you have, magic-wise? Do you have any magic skill that you pick?
Yeah.
If not, you're just gonna have to base it off your intellect.
Like
These rings
Arcana,
are actually
like Arcana or something with that one.
Yeah.
sending magic off of
I
these rings.
have
Yes, you do. And you can go ahead and make a check too.
Who?
You.
Oh, okay.
what am I rolling again?
If you're sensing magic, what are you rolling?
Yeah.
Against your skill.
I know 100. The one.
Yeah, all skills are percentile based, 0 to 100. If you roll above your skill, you fail.
Okay, gotcha.
What's your skill score?
77 for Arcana. I got 11.
You got an 11. Okay, you sense one of the rings. You sense power coming off of all of them. Aether, did you roll too?
No, not yet.
Okay. I'll go ahead and wait for you to roll.
Looking for my dice. There it is.
Yep, any kind of magical knowledge-based skill, or you could just sense it by using your intellect.
13.
13 out of what?
You said I could use my magic skill,
Right.
so 60 is my skill score.
Okay. You both, as you're previewing the rings in the case, notice one of the rings. It just looks very ordinary, made of pewter with a human skull etched in its surface. You detect that it feels stronger than the others.
Okay. I say, can I have this ring? And I point to that pewter one with the skull, and that ring, and I point to another one that looks good.
Right. He says, "Of course." And he pulls both rings out and puts them in little ring boxes for you.
Okay.
He even
I
adds
give
a
him-
he even adds a little flourish of a tiny ribbon
Oh,
Oh, that's cute.
and slides them over to you.
okay. I take them. I give him the banknote for the 2,000.
Mm-hmm. He thanks you.
Okay, cool.
He
Yeah.
can before you pay. He confirms with Aether that you are indeed guests of the tribal lands,
Oh, I was wondering when he was going to do that.
and he makes you sign an extra paper. Basically stating, well, he makes Aster sign an extra paper, basically stating she can't return them ever, the item she bought,
Okay.
if she ever has a complaint.
Okay.
So you're stuck with them.
No refund waiver.
Uh-huh.
That's fine. I'll keep them. You guys want to look around and see if there's anything else you
Yep.
might want here?
So you do notice, because of your past roll, that the skull ring is actually a 2-point power based ring,
Ooh.
not a
Okay.
1.
I'm gonna put that one on my finger. I'm saying that now. It's on my finger. I have it. I'm going to give
It's mine.
mine. I'm gonna go over to Nicholas and hand him one of the level 1 rune rings.
Oh, none for me? Okay, I see.
Wow, they have 2. And then I'm gonna walk over to Aether and hand her one of the level 1 rune rings.
Wow, so sweet. You really care. Thanks.
The one that I previously had.
So long as she keeps the one with the skull.
Mhm.
I have the skull one.
Looks pretty good on your hand.
That's nice. I'm keeping it there. Yep. Is there anything else you guys want from here?
Is there anything of interest in here?
Now, the only thing of actual magical value are the rings.
Okay,
Which
so
in
then
case
we're out.
all the other stuff are just like ritual items and trinkets. Typical magic shop, mostly sells to the tourists type thing, or the spiritualists.
Okay.
Mages know all of the good stuff that they want are usually behind the counter anyway. Kind of like a pharmacy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's go.
They got a cool looking
Yeah.
set of tarot cards as you're like heading on your way out, displayed in the window.
Mm-hmm.
I take a peek at those.
Okay, they look cool. Good art designs. Kind of Romanesque in style.
I point to the cards and ask the shopkeeper, how much are these?
Go, 50 cents.
I hand him the 50 cents.
Yeah, he also makes sure you fill out a no refund waiver.
I sign it without worries.
You have a
Business is
cool looking set of Romanesque style tarot cards.
Okay.
Okay, let's go to find someone to help us find out where she might be buried. A detective?
You don't want to go to Al Capone's?
Oh, that's right. That's where we're going.
I shouldn't have said. I shouldn't have said anything actually.
It's okay. My character stood by what she said.
Oh, so you are going to find a detective?
Well, I figured like,
Wait, so
what I'm thinking is I should just have this conversation with everybody while we're walking out of the store, please.
Go ahead and talk.
Now, do you guys think it's really smart for us just to
walk in?
to the headquarters
Hell no.
without a plan? Just
No.
walk in.
That sounds like a death sentence. Or
Okay.
just
Walking in would be the easy part. Walking out's going to be the hard part.
yeah, walking in like giving ourselves over.
Yeah, when you when you were there the last time, you do remember there was at least several gunmen just in the lobby itself, with at least 2 stationed outside. You don't know how many were inside. And you imagine he's got an army in there because he basically controls that whole hotel.
I think we can think of better ideas, better plans, perhaps.
Seth
Do
said,
some brainstorming.
Seth tells you he's good with a rifle at long range.
Okay,
So
that's good to know.
I can provide at least some cover from another building.
I like that idea. I'm gonna add that to my plan that I'm thinking of.
He still has his Springfield from the war. And I'm very good with it. Of course, I won't be able to help you once you get on the inside.
Yeah. Well, here's an idea. I haven't come up with like a full plan on going into the base, but what if we did get a private detective try to look into Alexander and see if we might be able to find out where his
Family's
past wife is
buried.
buried. Yeah.
Seth says that's assuming she's still buried.
Yeah, true. I just don't see us going into this place without dying. We're definitely going to need a lot more manpower.
Seth says you do control magic.
Yeah, but
Limitedly.
limited. We're not the strongest with our magic yet.
Yeah, but
I mean, thanks to Aether,
he says there's 3 of you.
Thanks to Aster, we have a little reduced limit.
Mm-hmm.
We can keep casting off of these rings.
We're in a better shape than we were in the last fight.
Yeah, remember you can use the rings every round. I mean, they're perpetual.
Yeah, I know. Let me see.
How are these rings made?
We're researching that right now, Aether.
Through ritual magic. Remember you started researching the rituals?
Yeah, so like can we make them ourselves? Make them strong?
Yeah. You can actually make them yourselves, but they take a lot of time and materials. That's why they charge so much for them. So to make a power level 1 ring could take you, literally like a full month. It might cost you several $100s just in materials and time. Power level 5 ring is almost impossible to make. They're usually just created from very powerful entities that use them. Like the Spear of Destiny. would be considered a level 5 artifact, which was the spear that pierced Jesus Christ in the Holy Lands. Just like the level 5 artifact you're looking for. Well, level 4 artifact, I'm sorry.
So with our magic abilities, what were yours again, Nicholas?
Life, death, control.
I don't think any of you picked the ritual school.
No.
Oh,
So making rings for you guys is going to be a lot more difficult, but you can still do it.
You said life, control, and what?
Death.
Oh, okay. I was gonna make a note of that.
You know, your local necromancer
hmm
that still hasn't risen a dead body?
Well,
You can.
maybe we could have like a sort of distraction to like, get everybody out of the building is kind of like an idea that I have, but I don't know how to do that. So like maybe we could start a fire.
And then they just abandon your dad in there?
Oh, that's not smart. See, it's just... Well, then I also don't want to go to jail.
Which also starting a fire would do.
Yeah, private property, burning it down. Doesn't sound so good.
Seth says it's Al Capone's headquarters. Do you think the law's really going to care?
Maybe not. I mean, I can probably like... Okay, maybe not a fire. Maybe Nicholas can have like a dead body walk through, like a zombie thing. Everyone's freaked out. They run out.
Or they just shoot it up.
Yeah, but it's a dead body. It's already dead. So
Where are you going to get the dead body from?
I don't know. I'm the only one coming up with ideas.
I mean, this is because no one's scouted the area really yet.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
if we go
What's
over
the
to
plan on the
scout,
inside? Are we just gonna run around until we find a room with your dad, or
Yeah, I don't even know where he is in the building. Is he at the top? Is there underground?
Now the
Like,
hotel itself is 4 stories, and the top floor is pretty much. I mean, some of this stuff is just rumor that you've heard. The top floor is basically controlled by Al Capone himself. I mean, it still operates as a regular hotel. The other 3 floors do have regular rooms for regular people. So you guys walking in there shouldn't be a problem. Go ahead and roll and intellect checks, all of you.
okay.
that would just be a regular D10, right?
Yep.
oh, regular D10 for that. Okay.
If you roll over your intellect, you fail.
5 against the 10.
There you go.
4
6
against
to-
5.
I know I passed, but I can't remember what my thing is. 6 against a 10. Oh, okay.
So this is all pretty much common sense knowledge that just about all of you know and you've heard, especially through gameplay, and also common knowledge from the history and background of what's going on living in Chicago during the 1920s. All of you hear rumors about Al Capone. All of you hear rumors about the North Side Gang. You all know what's going on. You always hear stories about where Al Capone's holed up at. And you know he controls that hotel. You've been to the hotel. You've seen the hotel. You know it's 4 stories. You've heard rumors that Al Capone has the entire top floor controlled for himself and his lieutenants. You also know he has a number of bodyguards there. Could be anywhere from 20 to 30 at most. That's likely the place where he's keeping the prisoners, which includes King Roman and your father.
What if we go in? Here's an idea. What if we go in and we just ask to speak with Al Capone, and we just say like, "Hey, you have the artifact. Can I please have my dad and Roman back?" And if all things go bad, we fight, and if all things go good, maybe we'll get them back.
Now, according to your intellect roll, you do know that you could probably easily walk into the hotel without anybody bothering you, because, like I said, it operates as a
Yeah.
normal hotel. But outside of that, getting a meeting with Al Capone will probably be super easy because Capone and the Northside Gang, both gangs, along with the government, the U.S. government, has been following you.
Yeah,
All of
so
them are vying for your power, so you have some form of leverage. That's where your intelligence check comes in. That's the information.
and
you
then
get.
like if things go bad, Seth can be in his like spot to like cover us from like a distance. And then later on, we can figure out how we can get the rune back. You know, we don't have to go for the rune immediately, but we could get our people back at least.
Seth says Al Capone will probably want something in return.
I have money.
You know, he's going to want something of better value. In other words, you.
Our services.
It's probably
I mean-
why he took them prisoners to begin with. Probably has nothing to do with the artifact.
I mean, if it's for my dad, I can't just be like, "Oh, let him stay there," you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like he's my last living relative at this point, close relative. And you know, Roman, I guess.
I guess. I guess we can free him too. I guess.
I guess.
I guess we're kind of worried about King Roman.
Yeah, he's nice. I mean, he works for Al Capone, doesn't he? Or no, Northside
No,
Gang.
he works
something.
for.
He works for the Northside Gang.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. We'll see if we can get him too. I guess. I mean, he's mostly my dad. You guys don't have to come. I could just go in by myself or something.
Now, why would we let you do that?
So that way, maybe he won't ask for all of our services. If it's just me there, it's just my dad. It's not like you guys have to come. You have nothing.
No.
He has nothing of leverage over you two.
Yeah, Seth says you got to remember the artifact might be there as well, along with Alexander. Al Capone might take you in without a problem, but Alexander knows we're after him and the artifact.
Mm-hmm.
And if that's where he's going to conduct his ritual, you're going to his home ground as well.
Hey,
Not a good idea going in by yourself. That and the government wouldn't allow me to let you do that.
oh.
I still work for the United States government after all.
Wait, out of character really quick. That one girl, what was her name? The one that was working for the building?
Rose,
Is she dead or is she also captured?
possibly a prisoner, you just don't know yet.
Okay.
But she disappeared,
cool.
so she's probably a prisoner too.
Because I wasn't sure if we found out she died.
I know, everybody forgot about her.
I mean, I remembered her. Last minute, but I remembered her.
Lane's captured too.
Lane is the one you were probably talking about.
Oh yeah, Lane. Yeah.
Okay,
I
not
don't know.
Rose.
Whoever that was.
Rose, you killed. She turned into the spider creature, remember?
Oh yeah, she's dead.
Yeah, Lane's probably the prisoner. I got the names confused.
It's hard after like a month.
Yes.
So, I really do, as much as I don't really want to go in there, I
Mhm.
believe y'all have to go in there together. And our best option is walking in, looking around the place a bit, and then deciding our actual course of action inside.
So should we have Seth wait, as a gunner just in case outside, or should he come in with us?
It's probably a good idea. I cover the building from a distance.
Good plans, good plans.
Because there are windows, so even from his vantage point that he can see all the windows, we'll have some coverage inside at periods of time.
No, I have a question for Seth.
What's the
Seth,
question?
Yes.
do you have any acquaintances or friends that are good with guns that might want to help?
Probably. It'd take me a while to round some friends up.
Because that might help. I can get some guns together.
You have guns.
Yeah. I meant for the friends if they need guns. I have guns.
You have lots of guns.
Yeah.
You have a company full of them.
Yeah. I get all my employees standing in front of the building with guns to get my dad back.
Well, you don't pay them enough for that.
All the employees.
You don't pay them enough for that. They're not going to go
One
against Al
more
Capone.
dollar an hour.
It's like, I'm going to pay you to go against Al Capone, and next thing you know, you won't have any employees anymore.
That'd be so funny
Mhm.
if it worked. Okay. So maybe that'd be good so that we have a couple more people outside just in case. That's just an idea. Just so you're not by yourself out here, just in case he has. I can only imagine he probably has people around the building, not just inside. So
Probably.
so maybe we'll give you some time to
Remember your
get
dad
people.
okay?
Say what?
I was like, maybe we'll give you some time to, so you can go ask them to see if they can, and then we can plan to do this tomorrow.
If I can locate them, yes.
Okay. Let's do that. We can help you locate them.
No, it's just I know where they live. And just getting a hold of them is the thing. What if they're not home? That sort of thing. It could take a day or two to get a hold of everybody. How many people do you want?
I mean, maybe at least.
I know at least
two.
5 friends in the Chicago area that fought in the war.
Maybe at least 2, just so you have backup.
I should be able to get 2 in a day.
Okay.
You're going to be able to pay them?
Yeah.
How much?
I mean,
They are going against Al Capone.
how much do you think they'll do it for?
500?
All right, 500 each or each? Yeah, that's fine. I can do that.
Money up front.
Okay. I write him a bank note. Oh no, I can give him 500 in cash now, and I can write a bank note for the other 500.
Okay.
So I'll give him the 500 now, and then I'll write him a bank note for 500.
Hey, you just coughing out cash like this?
I just got money like this. It's from my dad. He can pay me back.
Are you sure it's from your dad?
What?
Nothing.
I'm trying to get him
sure
back.
It's from your dad or the company you're about to own?
The what? Oh yeah, right.
Company funds.
Yep. All right, I give him the 500 from my cash amount that I have on hand, and I give him
Smith and Wesson
500.
family money.
There we go. Done and done.
All right, so he takes the money and he says, "Okay, I should have information by tomorrow morning for you." We meet back here.
Okay.
All right, he takes off. Now,
Cool.
while you guys consider your next steps, I'm gonna go make a coffee. I'll be right back. Short break.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is a little bit of a risky idea, because they may stop us because they recognize us. But
What if
do
we
we
get
want to
attacked?
scout the area?
With just us 3? I mean, there's a chance that they'll just take us in without Seth around to talk to us if we do that. Now, we're talking in character, out of character.
In character?
Okay. Well, that's what my character
But
was
it's
saying.
still just the
Out
3
of
of us.
character. We're not really documenting any of this right now.
I don't think we should. I think we should scout the area, but if we do that today without Seth around, without our backup on the roof, there's a chance the plan can go and continue now without him or backup, and then I'm just out $1,000. Not that it's that big of a deal, but it's still money.
I'm just suggesting it because, time's kind of the essence. We don't know if there has to be human sacrifices to revive his family, and he has 3 of them.
Yeah. Well, my goal is to get my dad back for now. I don't think we're going to be able to get the artifact so soon, so fast. Like, I feel like that has to be something that we plan for, make a good plan for when he's off guard, perhaps. Maybe if we get closer to the gang and we're closer with him, we could do a little sabotage. What you eating?
Nuts.
Oh, is it mixed nuts?
Yeah.
I
Salted.
feel like that ruins the flavor of some of the nuts.
Yeah, but it's like $3 cheaper than just
Oh.
getting one kind of nut.
Because nobody likes those. What is it? Almond, cashews, and peanuts?
No.
No.
Almonds, hazelnuts, Brazil nuts, cashews, and pecans.
Got some. That's interesting. And anyway. Yeah, I don't think we should just go and scout without Seth. That's my opinion. But at least he can shoot a gun. I cannot. I mean, I can, just not good.
I mean, same. I have a 50% chance now.
What are you good at, Aether? Like, what's your out of character? Aether, what's your best skills?
Like ice skills.
You just what's your best skill? Is it just social group stuff?
It looks like. Well, my mental group's at 16, my physical group's at 15, and my social's at 15. Willpower's at 6.
Well, I'm not all that specifics, but I'm just meant like you're better with your social group because of your bonuses in it than any other group.
I have bonuses in my social.
Okay.
Social. Yeah.
What were your 3 magic categories that you had then?
I have air magic, and underneath that, force and control.
And Esther, you're water, life, and force?
Yeah. And controls with human body type deals? Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like out of all of us, I have the potential, and so does Aether, to create like mass damage.
And I focus on single target. Or mass debuffs. I can cause the room go blind.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. Yeah, that's good.
You guys can do a hell of a lot of damage depending on how many points you decide to throw into a spell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can literally shred a room.
Okay.
That's one of the things that was one of the things I was worried about when I first started this game. Is like you're all spellcasters. I wasn't expecting everybody to be a spellcaster.
Meanwhile, we're all very conservative with our spell.
I'm not trying to lose my magic, so I'm gonna throw all my points into a spell and it ends horribly. Some of these are deadly. You got to be careful.
It's
I'm just saying.
it's a balancing act with your abilities though, because if you drain yourself too much, um, then negative effects can start happening. But you can still keep casting spells. That's the beauty of it.
Because like I have a certain amount of fatigue points, so even though I might have 9 power points to use, right? I can only really use 6 of them at a time. Right?
No,
I mean, you can exhaust yourself.
you can use 2 at a time without a problem, without any issues, because you have a 2 power ring.
Yeah, but if I'm going to use my own points, I can only
Yeah.
really use 6 of them in an encounter.
In
So the biggest spell I can do
in a full encounter, how many fatigue points do you have?
I have 6 fatigue points.
So you have 6 fatigue points, but that doesn't mean you can stop. You can keep going.
Yeah,
just,
but I
You
don't
could
want to go
turn to
past my
recover
fatigue.
fatigue.
You just go into the negatives, though. Is all.
I'm playing carefully. Right? I'm a cautious player.
But that's no fun.
So 6, 7, 8. So the biggest,
You got to
the
roll.
biggest largest spell
You guys,
I can do the 8.
you guys have to go into the negatives every time you go into combat, just so you get to roll on the tables, on the cool tables
No,
I created.
no. I mean, I'll try sometimes. I've done it before, but I'm not
I
gonna
mean,
go
I'll
crazy.
definitely do that with health a few times.
Yes.
I mean, like, it might be fun to like do an 8-point spell one day, just destroy the whole building. If I do an 8-point spell, I could do like a full I could probably do like a let's see, the radius is okay, the amount of feet. I mean, how tall is the building in feet?
Well, pretty
It's 4
tall.
stories,
You
so
figure
it's-
about 9 to 10 feet per story.
So if I do an 8-point spell, that's 256 feet, unless you updated the range.
Yeah, you can so that's correct.
If I have enough water, the amount of damage I can do to this building is crazy, and it could last 8 rounds.
Yep.
Wild. I could cause mass death if I wanted to.
You could cause all the pipes to burst and flood every room with
Yeah.
with an 8-point spell.
Just for fun, just for shits and giggles.
And you wonder why the government's watching you.
So I can't do that because the government's gonna be like, "Hey, we don't want to have to kill you because you're strong, but now we're gonna use you because you're crazy, or we're just gonna kill you." So can't do it. And the damage is, well, it might be different because I don't think I updated everything for that. I only updated up to 4 points. What's the damage for a 5-point spell?
It should be on there, right?
I didn't update the entire thing
Oh,
on my end. I just went up to 4-point spells because I didn't think I was gonna go higher than that.
gotcha. One moment. I gotta get to the right page.
it goes 1d6,
Oh, you got it.
then 1d6 plus 3, 2d6, 2d6 plus 3. 5 points can be 3d6, then 3d6 plus 3.
Whoa.
It's just goes up a dice,
Yeah.
then same dice plus 3, then goes up a dice, then same dice plus 3.
Okay, so that's what it does the whole way through.
Yeah.
Okay, I can do this.
So a 4-point spell's minimum is 5 damage, but its maximum can kill me outright.
Oh, what is?
A 4-point spell?
Yeah, 4-point spell can do 2d6 plus 3.
So anywhere from 5 to 15.
Ooh, a 10-point spell does 5d6 plus 3.
33 maximum.
A 10-point spell is 5 plus 3, 5 plus 3. There we go. All right.
5d6 plus 3.
Ooh,
Fixed. Updated. Nice. Okay.
Now,
that's
10,
actually pretty nice.
10-point spell has a radius of 10 meters and a range of 100 meters.
A range of 100 meters for the 10-point. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
But like you were saying, an 8-point spell will last 8 rounds and can cause 4d6 plus 3 damage per round. That is
So I could successfully pull off an 8-point spell without hurting my fatigue, but that's the only spell I can do until I start wanting to hurt my fatigue.
That does
And then I
hurt
can only do 2 points.
That does hurt
Huh?
your fatigue. It takes you all the way down to 0.
Zero. So if I hit 0, I have to roll the fatigue table.
Of course.
Okay, 7-point spell's the highest I can do without hurting my fatigue.
And any time you cast a spell that goes over 1/3 of your fatigue or your health, you still have to roll on the table.
What?
So whatever
Wow.
1/3 of your fatigue is, if you cast a spell above 1/3 of your fatigue in power points, you have to roll against the fatigue table.
I see.
Also, if you take 1/3 damage in a single blow against your health, you have to roll on the wound table.
Okay.
Everything's in thirds.
Okay, so I'm not going to be crazy reckless unless I have to be crazy reckless. That's why I'm not being crazy reckless.
You only have to roll on the wound table, though, is when you go into the negatives for spell casting. And that's if you get a wound. The wound option on the fatigue table.
Oh no, I
All
pulled
right,
a muscle.
so are
But-
we going to just go into the next day now, or is there anything anyone wants to do?
Yep, you got a full day. It's still morning. Oh, no, actually it's later because you just returned. That's right. So it's evening. You probably just sleep till morning.
Ooh, do I have any game goals for this game? Let me see.
Because it was late afternoon when you got done at the junkyard.
We did that.
Time
did
to
that
study
right.
more relic crafting.
Study.
Ooh. Is it night or is it like still time to be able to go to the library night?
It's night.
Okay, night.
Yeah,
Bedtime.
it's late evening. Library's closed. Because it was late afternoon when you left the junkyard. It took you at least 2 hours to get back to the apartments.
Yeah, I guess a little reading and then bed.
All right.
That's what I vote for.
Anybody else doing anything?
I guess I'm just going to think about the activities of tomorrow and then go to bed.
All right. You think about them. How hard do you think?
I don't go too crazy, you know?
You don't go too. So we don't need to make a roll on the fatigue table.
No, I just
All
think
right.
a little bit. Yeah.
All right. You all do whatever it is you're doing for the evening, and you go to sleep. Hannah, make an intellect check for me.
Okay.
Aether King,
Well,
I mean.
Okay, I was gonna say, but okay.
You're gonna what?
Oh, you and Roman King have the same last name. Y'all related.
No, King.
No, his name is King Roman.
King
okay.
Wow.
Okay. I'm just saying it's different. It's
King
different.
Roman.
His first name's King. Her last name's King. There's a difference.
Got to be a relation there somewhere, though.
Okay.
Got to be. They're both
It's
elves.
royalty.
They're both elves.
Yeah.
You guys are related.
Okay, so what am I doing?
Roll against your intellect.
My intellect. So what role would that be?
It's against your intellect. What's your intellect?
It's a
At 5.
At
in the
5?
mental-
Yep, you got to
Yeah.
roll a d10 and get under a 5 or under.
I got a 6.
You got a 6. Shame. And Nicholas Mazzari, I need you to make an intellect check, please.
Okay. A 1.
A 1.
Yep.
Now time to roll for a random encounter.
Ooh,
Love those
time to
random.
fight off my demons again.
Love those random encounters. Nicholas Massari,
Yep.
you wake up almost abruptly. You think you heard something in the room next to yours, which is Aether King's room, like a crash.
He's not downstairs.
Well, you heard it from Aether King's room.
Here we go again. I guess I get up and go downstairs to check if she's all right again this night.
All right, you're gonna go check her out.
Yeah.
All right. It was a loud crash, you know that much. And something just gave you the heebie-jeebies when you woke up.
Okay. Well,
All
I'm
right.
gonna go check it out, but look around for anything strange while I'm heading there.
So
You're
you're
not
gonna,
gonna-
so you're gonna take your time going down.
Yeah.
Okay. You take your time. You still hear some strange noises, something you just don't recognize coming from her room. It's loud enough for you to hear when you get down to the ground floor.
I
Kind of sounds like maybe a dog growling, but like a dead dog growling, if that makes any sense, or a weak dog growling.
I'd like to reach out with my life and death magic to see if there's anything. Well, all 3 of my magics really, to see if there's anything living in that room, anything not so living but being controlled.
So you're gonna cast a spell. How many points?
1 point, short range sensing.
All right, short range sensing. You cast your spell. Go ahead and make your spell check.
52 versus 80.
52 versus 80. You see something alive, which you immediately take as Aether King, with some other life form on top of her, but you can't really consider it alive or dead. It's alive, obviously, but it doesn't read the same as a living object like Aether. But you detect 2 entities, one on top of the other.
I would like to
Roll
use.
initiative.
Okay. I'd like to roll initiative. That's 1d6 plus your agility, right?
Correct.
Well, your initiative score, which is derived from your agility.
Correct.
So I got an 8.
You got an 8. Okay, you go before whatever this other entity is.
I'd like to use a point from the ring and a point of my own magic to control it and.
You'll have to go into the room first.
Okay, I'll enter the room.
Yeah.
And see what the thing is.
Yeah. All right, you enter the room. The room is dark, but you see a shadowy figure on all fours on top of Aether King. And you see it has its mouth open, and you see just kind of like this wispy stuff coming up from Aether King into its mouth. And that's what you see when you come in the door. And as soon as you open the door and walk in, its head snaps around at you and it hisses.
Ew.
Would I be able to do some form of check to try and identify it?
if you want, but before you do all of that, you are planning to do an attack.
Yes. I want to use the total of 2 points to restrain it off of her.
Okay, so how are you going to do that? Describe how you're
Uh,
putting a spell together.
I'm gonna use life and control magic to affect whatever body the thing has, and
And how do you plan to control it? Because
um,
control is mostly mind.
force its limbs to move and hold it in place off of her.
Okay, that works. So you're going to synergize with one extra uh, college or discipline.
Yes.
Okay, so you get a +10 bonus.
36 versus 90 then.
36 versus 90. What should have been successful is not successful at all. No, you don't know how to describe it, but the best way you could probably describe it, it just seems like your spell just rolled right off of it. Yeah. Go ahead and make an intellect check, please.
Okay. 6 to 10.
6 to 10. You remember when you tried to detect life that it didn't quite detect as life? That is possibly why your life magic failed to hold it. Because it doesn't actually detect as life or as dead either. It's kind of like neither. But anyway, that was your move. Its move. It leaps off the bed at you, getting ready to do a physical attack. It's just to describe it. It's sleek, humanoid in appearance. It's got feet and hands and claws. Um, his face
Man.
appears to be nondescript. It's got a place for a nose and eyes, but you don't see any eyes. It's just covered over in skin. But it does have one big gaping mouth and its tiny head. He's not very big. He's probably only about 4 feet high in height, but he's on all fours, so he looks lower. And he leaps at you. And he does have scraggly hair coming out of the top of his head.
Ugh.
And 2 tiny horns protruding from his forehead, almost just above his eyes.
That's disgusting.
Yes, I'm blissfully
No
asleep.
one woke up Miss Smith over up in her room.
Say what?
No one woke up Esther.
No one woke up Esther.
I'm having a good sleeps.
Apparently, Aether is too.
Ooh, 36. That's a hit.
Ooh.
He leaps at you and hits you once with a clawed hand. Oh. And barely hit you with the second hand. But he kind of plows into you. I need you to make a strength check. Or a might check, in this case.
I'm gonna tell you now. I probably hit the floor.
And that's the creature's intention.
Yeah, I hit the floor. 5 versus 3.
Okay, it barrels into you, knocking you over as it claws at you with 2 hands. Now let's see how badly he did damage to you. All right. Now the damage is going to be calculated separate to see if it if you get over 1/3 of your health on each attack. It's got to be a single attack
Okay.
that goes over 1/3 before you need to roll on a table.
Okay, so it's not round, it's per attack.
It's per attack, yes. So even if it does multiple attack to you, if none of them get over 1/3 of your health in one blow, then you're good to go. First attack does 1 point of damage to you.
Okay.
And the second attack does 3 points to you. What is your total health?
14.
14.
It's
So
now 10.
yep, you're good. So each attack hits. That's the damage you take, 4 total from 2 attacks. You don't take any damage from getting knocked over. All he did was just barrel into you, and you rolled over. And he skitters off behind you after he rolls off you, and it starts to come back. Roll initiative.
8 again.
8 again. Aether King, I need you to make a intellect check, please.
I got a 1.
You have a 1.
Yeah.
You wake up abruptly.
Okay.
But you can't act until next round. And you feel weakened somehow.
Great. Fabulous. Weakened.
Okay, Nicholas, you get to go first.
Um,
It's a full round
I'd like
action
to-
for you to get up.
it's a full round action.
Yeah. It'll take everything.
Okay.
It takes everything. Your full round to get back up. So if you want to do an attack of any sort, you got to stay on the ground.
Would I be able to get up and roll on my demonology skill to identify what this thing is?
Yeah, you just can't do any other physical action other than get up if you get up.
Okay, then that's what I would like to do.
All right, go for it.
49 against the 70.
You believe this creature is what's referred to as an imp, a demonic creature.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's not a goblin like you've attacked before. This is an actual imp. And imps, like goblins, are also sometimes summoned by spellcasters. Though you don't know anybody that could do it. Well, except for maybe Alexander.
Who apparently performs ritual magic, which is outside his original 3.
Well, it's just like you could perform ritual magic if you don't have the discipline.
Yeah.
You just have to learn it. It just means you're not going to be as good at it as somebody that performs actual ritual magic.
And this seems pretty good at it.
Just to give you an example, ritual magic performed by Merlin the magician, for him to create a power level 1 ring would probably only take him a day, where it would take you guys like a month.
Very good.
Because you don't have the actual discipline.
Okay.
That's the difference. And his ritual magics will be a lot more powerful than somebody who's not versed in the discipline or doesn't have access to the discipline. Okay. You get up, figure out that you're probably facing an imp. And so that in regards, your life magic probably won't work against it. Control might. You might be able to control its mind if it understands your words in English and all that neat stuff.
Okay.
And guns should still affect it as well. Anyway, you roll back up onto your feet, figure out what you're facing, and it attacks again. It makes another leap at you. Let's see if his leap is successful. And you had a full round action, so you can't do any active defenses. Okay, he barrels into you again and makes 2 claw attacks.
So I have to roll against my might again to see if I get knocked down.
Yep. First attack was a crit. Second attack was a normal hit.
And I definitely got knocked down again.
First attack does 4 points of damage because it was a crit. And that's over 1/3 of your health. Well, currently, because your health is down to 10 now.
Yeah.
So 4 beats the 1/3 rule, so you get to roll against the wound table.
There's the wound table.
Yep.
Here we go.
You want to roll high.
Well, I go unconscious for 2d4 rounds. 54.
Okay. So he knocks you out with the blow. And the second attack does 2 points of damage. So you're down to 4 hit points. And you pass out for... You'll be out for 5 rounds. All right, Hana, you can actually roll
Okay.
for your initiative.
Okay. Rolling initiative.
Aster,
Initiative is agility, right?
your agility plus a d6. Well, not your full agility.
Yeah. I got 5
Your
from the
bonus.
roll.
Right.
And my agility is a 7 plus 2.
Okay. Aster Smith, need you to make a intellect check. There's a lot of racket going on now, so you might wake up.
It's a D10.
Yeah, D10 against your your intellect. I'm sorry.
6 out of 10.
6 out of 10. All right.
Yeah.
You wake up hearing a commotion from Aether King's room. Some bangs and crashes and scuffling. You won't be able to. You won't be able to act until next round.
Okay. Is her room underneath my room or no?
I don't know.
Yeah, on the bottom floor.
Yeah, bottom floor. So you guys are upstairs, I guess, and Aether King's downstairs.
But I'm not like directly underneath. I mean, above.
Yeah, you're right above. And then Thomas was right above you.
No, he's not above me. On the same
His
floor.
room.
His room's across from mine.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever.
Either way, you're both are upstairs.
Yeah.
Aether King's downstairs.
Hypothetically, if I were to blow a hole through the floor, I could go there faster.
You don't even know what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay. Why
would you blow a hole just because you're a crash?
For fun.
Aether King might have got up in the middle of the night and then tripped over something. Who knows?
All right, I'll make my way down. My turn will be to make my way down.
Yeah, your turn won't be till next round.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
I'm making my way down.
Aether King, your initiative. You beat him.
Okay. Can I do like some sort of air slash to cut off the head?
Some kind of air spell to cut off the head. How are you gonna do it?
With force and control to make the air real thin like a blade and slice it.
And how many points you're gonna put into it?
3.
3 points. Okay.
Yeah.
You know how much damage you can cause with that, right?
A pretty good amount, right?
3d6.
There you go. 3d6. He looked it up for you.
2d6.
Huh?
2d6.
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 Yeah. For enable you to chop off its head, you're going to have to do enough damage to defeat its health, of course, and kill it outright. So you're going to need to put enough points into it that you think will do enough damage that will kill him outright.
So I got a 3 when I rolled this. confusion.
You got a 3 when you rolled what?
The dice, the 6 dice.
Well, first you gotta roll on your spell cast.
Yeah, you
Okay, well,
gotta
you
make it.
guys are confusing me now. So rolling what then?
You're
Out of
rolling.
100,
You're casting a spell. How many points you gonna put into it? First,
I'm putting 3
3.
points into it.
Okay, so
Yeah,
you cast your spell. You do your spell casting skill, and you rolled a 3. Is that what you said?
no.
Oh, now I'm confused.
Yeah, I'm confused. I'm rolling
Well, you're
against my.
confused because the imp was drawing power out of you. So you got an excuse.
So wait, I'm rolling my power first, right? I'm putting 3 points.
Yeah, you're
You're
casting
putting
a
in 3
3-point
points.
spell, and you're the only thing you're gonna roll for is your spell skill.
Okay, good. So that's 1 out of 100, right?
Right.
Yes.
Okay, there we go. Now I'm not confused.
Yes.
I got a 35.
You got a 35 out of 100. So you what was your skill?
So I would be using my air magic skill, right?
Yes. And what did
That is 60.
Okay, so you rolled under 60. You're good. Your spell went off. And now you get to roll damage. You created your blade of air and swiped it at the creature's neck, and now roll your damage.
Okay, and my damage is
2d6. So roll d6 twice and add it.
okay. Got it. So just the-
2d6 damage.
I got a 6.
6 points of damage. You did not kill it outright. So his head didn't lop off. But you did draw blood out of his neck. It's bleeding.
Okay.
But he's not dead.
Okay.
And now it's his turn. He leaps at you.
Can I make like an air shield wall?
What is
thing?
your fatigue?
My fatigue was currently at well, it was at 5. It's at 5.
It's at 5.
Yeah.
Your fatigue total is 5.
Yeah. So how low is it now?
You burn 3 points of fatigue.
So I'm at 2 now.
So that's over 1/3 of your fatigue score. You get to roll against the fatigue table.
Okay. So my fatigue is at 2 now.
Yes. Remember, everything's in thirds. So you roll a D100 and roll against the fatigue table.
Fatigue table. Where is it? Here, this. I'm rolling out of 100.
Yes, D100.
Yep.
You want to roll high.
Yes. I got a 60 something, 67.
67. If you had a weapon, you would have dropped it. But you don't have a weapon out, so you didn't drop anything.
Yeah.
So you're good. Now, you said you wanted to do something else. Remember, every round you can take 2 actions. So you can move or you can attempt an active defense. That sort of thing.
Defense.
So you're going to go on an active defense.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Do you have any defensive type skills like dodge, block?
I have dodge.
Yep. Okay, make your dodge check then.
Okay. So roll 100 again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I got a 21
21. Okay.
out of 35.
He tried to plow into you as he's getting ready to claw you. You managed to dodge the creature hitting you, but he still slashes at you with his claws on his way past you.
Okay.
First
Did I
claw.
get? Yeah.
First claw hits. Second claw hits.
Great. Guess my dodging wasn't that good.
It was. You missed. You dodged his attempt to knock you over.
Hmm.
But it's only one action. You couldn't defend against all 3 attacks.
Oh yeah.
First attack, you took 2 points. And the second claw, you took 2 points. What's your total health?
Is that 15? So
15.
negative 4
So yeah, you lost 4.
is 11.
So now you're down to 11.
Okay.
And you didn't breach the 1/3 rule, so you don't have to roll on any tables.
Okay, got it.
New round. Aster Smith can roll, and Aether King can roll. Nicholas Massari, roll against your intellect.
Okay.
How do I do the initiative roll again?
6 against
Agility
10.
plus a d6.
Agility plus d6. Okay.
Okay, so I got 6
Yeah.
plus my agility.
Yep. Agility plus a d6.
Seven.
Did you make your roll, Nicholas?
Yeah, 6 against the 10.
You wake up.
Let's go. Good morning.
Morning.
Morning. Welcome back.
You don't get to act till next round, however.
Yeah, just recuperate. You know, you got knocked out. You're good. Take a little breather.
What'd you get, Aether?
I
Seven.
rolled a
Oh, not me.
Yeah, you're
I-
Aster.
I rolled a you even know your name, Esther?
No.
Oh my god.
It's too early in the morning.
Okay, so I rolled a 6 and then my agility is at a 7. So do I add the 2 together?
Yep, you roll against you.
Is
Is your agility plus a d6.
13. So 13.
That means you go first.
Okay.
Firsties.
I'm going to finish hacking off this head.
All right, so another spell. Make your spell check. How many points first?
I'm going. Can I use one from the ring and one from my power?
You can.
I can't.
You can. That's what the ring's for.
Okay, so 2 points.
All right.
Okay. I'm going to roll my power. I got a 51 out of 65.
51 out of 65.
I mean, out of 60, sorry.
Yep, you're good.
So-
That's a hit. So roll your
Okay.
damage.
Damage is d6. Twice. Okay, I got 6, and then I got 9.
You got a 9.
Yeah.
Okay, you finish him off. He flops down onto the ground, doing the jiggle shake, and then quits moving.
Cool beans. That's what we like to hear. Should have happened the first time.
He's doing a jiggle shake.
You didn't put enough points into it the first time.
Now, do I need the
Good.
fatigue roll?
You could have killed him outright the whole time.
I know, fatigue roll.
No, you only burned 1 point this time, remember? You got it. Only if you go over 1/3.
Okay.
My character's like, what's going on in here?
You tell us. We have no idea.
You see a dead lump of something on the floor with little horns. Mottled
I stood up
skin.
rubbing my head, and I'm just like, an imp?
That's what it looks like.
Do
To
I
you.
still feel very weak?
Yes. You feel groggy.
Oh
But-
yes. He, like what
but-
Nicholas here saw.
But worse than normal.
Well, great. You know, because he was just like sucking out my life energy or something of the sorts. Who knows?
He was doing something like that.
I know, just sucking out my whatever. I don't even know.
Having his
Maybe
way with you.
Nicholas can enlighten us because he saw what was happening.
I go over to its body and I look at it.
It's a dead body of what looks like potentially an imp. Little
I guess
creature,
we should-
about 4 feet high, spindly looking, mottled skin, a short little stubby tail, and he's got 2 little horns sticking out of his forehead.
All right. I'm gonna use 2 points from my ring, not my own points, to heal Nicholas from his wounds.
Okie dokie.
Spells.
He'll probably need it. He doesn't want to get the infection.
1d6 plus 3.
Infected by dirty demon nails.
I got an 8. Oh no, I need to roll for the skill first, right? My bad.
Yeah, what do you think you're doing?
You
I
got
don't
an
know.
8 but failed your spell.
I forgot to roll for the spell, so my bad.
2
Hold
points
on.
off your ring, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure you don't want to use Sure you don't want to use like 3 points and make sure the healing takes and do it off yourself?
No, I just rolled a 5 out of I just rolled a 5 for my healing spell.
Wow, even conservative with your healing.
Yeah.
You just don't want to heal people.
I got a 5.
It's
I got a
not-
5 for the roll.
That's not enough.
What do you mean it's not enough? I got a 5 for doing the healing roll.
All right, that's maximum. So what's your point? Because that's crit, so it's maximum of the die roll. You put 2 points in it,
2 points, so
Yeah.
that's 9 healing,
so you get
9 back. I'm at 13.
Yep.
I'm gonna run my magic through my ring and use 1 point from that, and use my life magic to heal myself. Death
okay.
to remove any infection, and control to force whatever wounds to close fully.
Right, no problem.
What? But I healed you fully. What?
No, you didn't.
I'm missing 1 hit point.
You didn't.
Oh.
You didn't heal him completely because you're being
Oh
conservative.
dang. Oh my bad.
56 versus 100 at this point.
He
So
could have
which
been
one
on
is it?
death's door, and you're like, I don't want to waste points.
I know how bad he was hurt. I just got here. Does Aether need healing?
Like, if you want to.
Okay, so I'll heal Aether for the 2 points from my ring. I'll do my little roll. I got a 42, which passes because my healing is a. Where is it at? Oh, I'm gonna go down here. Okay. Is at 80, so basically it's gonna be 42 out of 80. 6 points.
6 points.
Yeah.
There you go.
Does that fully heal Aether?
Am I fully healed?
I don't know. Are you? How many points of damage did you take?
I took, I believe, well, if I'm at 11, I need to go back to 15.
Right.
Oh dang.
That's 4 points, right?
Yeah.
And you got 6 back.
Oh, so I'm good.
Yes.
Look at that.
You're both
Oh,
healed back up.
My fatigue back up then?
What's that?
My fatigue back to normal then?
No, that'll be back to normal. 1 point every 10 minutes of rest.
Okay. So, I don't know about you, but maybe we should get a little rest in after we figure out what's going on.
Well, my thing is who sent this here? The only one person I can think of is Alexander. Does that mean he's on site here, or did he do it from a distance?
Who are you asking?
The group. The 2 people standing in front of me.
I mean, it's also possible that people can summon these accidentally and that be unbound.
I really don't think that's what's happening here.
What are you going to do with the dead imp?
Let's just be happy that
I'm over there poking and prodding, inspecting it.
Okay.
council level? I don't know. Like, or
Does its whole body have like magical properties or not? Like if I'm like looking at it, do I sense magic coming off of it or no? Like just in general, just the body, not like a spell, but like the body itself.
No, it's dead.
it is
Okay.
dead.
Are you all looking at it?
Yep.
Yeah.
All of you make a intellect check.
Okay.
Ooh, let's
7 out of
go.
10.
5 out of 10.
3.
A 3.
Uh,
So you all made it. As you're like looking the imp over, you notice on the back of his neck, it's got a brand of a snake, kind of in her ears, like it's in an attack position.
Interesting.
And it's an actual brand, not a tattoo.
Oh.
Okay, well,
It's an actual brand.
guess we're
Yeah.
gonna have
A
to
brand of a
look
snake.
into that.
And yeah, you recognize it because you were doing some research a while back in one of our other game sessions, where you learned a little bit about some kind of snake cult out of Egypt. Do you remember?
No.
You don't.
No,
I
I
don't
would have made a
recall.
note about it.
You guys did the research roll. And
I remember the research role. Was it about? It was about some summoning things, right?
yeah, something to do also with Alexander.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you discovered something about a snake cult. You looked it up.
It sounds familiar.
Yes, but this
But
is the same symbol that you discovered in your research for the snake cult.
So are we trying to say that he might be a part of it?
Yeah, obviously.
Okay.
okay.
What you don't know is if Alexander himself is part of the snake cult. But when you did your research a while back, you discovered that the snake cult is possibly where this ritual that Alexander is looking for to revive his family. And that's essentially what you researched before.
Good to know. Good to know.
Maybe Astor Smith will write it down this time.
I did.
Yep.
I just don't remember it. Maybe I wasn't the one researching it.
Yeah,
I would-
it might have just been Nicholas. I don't remember. Or Aether. Somebody did it. I think it was Astor. She just didn't write it down.
Well, it's branded.
Yep.
Maybe whoever summoned this thing had it come here. Clearly, it was sent to us.
I'm just gonna throw out the benefit of the doubt because, like, it looked like it was consuming some form of energy out of Aether. Maybe it just collects life energy or something.
Make your you got a magic skill.
Yeah.
Whatever magic knowledge skill you have. Arcana, I guess.
It
I
was
have
doing
3 of them. 10.
Okay, you suspect that it was absorbing magic out of her.
Okay. It was
Like-
probably eating your magic, absorbing it.
oh great.
It only managed.
take it away
It only
permanently?
managed to absorb 1 point before it got stopped. That's why you were able to still cast spells.
So if it absorbed all the way, what would have happened?
You wouldn't have had any magic to use during combat.
But would it have come back?
It would have used the magic against you, probably.
Oh. Wonderful.
So maybe he has imps like absorbing magic, so he has more magic power to use.
Yeah, you could have used her power points against you.
No, I meant like, would it be possible for the imp to collect the magic and save it for its master? Like here you go, here's some extra magic.
I don't know. That's something you'll have to learn.
That's my character dimensions to everybody. Like, do you think that's why he's sending this imp to collect magic, so he has more power to use?
I
Is that
mean, it's going to be
possible?
a hefty ritual, and I doubt that even just that artifact is going to be enough to compensate.
Especially if you're not trained in the ritual discipline, or you don't
Yeah.
have
One moment for me.
innately the ritual discipline.
I'll be right back.
Esther left.
I guess so. I guess she went back to sleep.
No.
Well, I think we should probably clean up this body.
Yeah. Should we let the authorities on the tribal lands know about this? Give it to them to take care of?
Sounds like a good idea.
Okay. So should I head out?
Yes.
to go-
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I get up and get decently dressed, I guess.
Appropriately dressed.
Yeah. And head outside to go find authorities.
Bathrobe and hair rollers.
No.
Is that decently dressed? No.
Your birthday suit.
All right. Yeah, you get dressed and you head out. And
Okay.
you contact the tribal authorities, which aren't too far away because they have guards up posted all night along the boundaries of the tribal lands. You
Yeah.
find one and report the attack and that it was an imp. And they said they'll send somebody by to pick the body up.
Yup.
And when they arrive, they also can't talk. It also arrives with a scholar.
A scholar?
Yep, who's interested in the fact that it's an imp on tribal lands. And the scholar entrusts the guards to take the body to the local offices so that they can study it in labs.
Okay. Well, they'll take care of it.
They don't see imps that often. Probably never.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the first one.
Well,
Yep,
send us more creatures.
so they could look into it.
Exactly. And they said once they review the findings, they'll give you some more information on the creature.
Okay. That's good to know.
Good.
I thank them and let them leave.
Yep. And they decide to also, on their way out, they're going to post a security guard on your apartments.
Thank God. Thank you. That's
because obviously you're actually more important to what's going on now than they realized before, since you've been directly attacked on tribal lands.
Yep. I'm not safe here. So make me safe, please. Thank you.
So now you have an elven bodyguard out front with a Tommy gun.
Oh, what's their name?
You gonna ask?
Yep.
He tells you his name is Roger Corbin. And he says it's a privilege to be protecting you. You see he's smiling an awful lot as you're talking to him.
What's his last name?
And he keeps trying to edge closer to you.
What's his last name?
Corbin. Corbin.
Whatever happened to that other dude that was obsessed with Aether?
He can't enter tribal lands, so you always see him just off tribal lands, watching. He's homeless though, so he lives on the street.
Oh, the poor Orky boy.
But Robert Corbin seems to be extra enamored by you, and you kind of have to I'm going to sleep now. Close
Yeah.
it, and close the door in his face,
Yeah.
type thing. And even as you're walking off down the hall back to your room, you still hear him outside the door. I'll protect you.
Yo, maybe we can have him spot for us too tomorrow.
Probably a real easy thing to do. He'll take on all of Al Capone's army just by himself to protect Aether.
That's good.
Okay, so are we taking, like a little nap so we can replenish our fatigue points?
Well, you don't have to nap.
I don't. Oh,
No,
it's just every 10 minutes.
Every 10 minutes, you get a point back that you're not in combat.
And what about the power points? That as well?
Yep.
Okay.
They build back up every 10 minutes as long as you're not in combat.
Got it.
Just normal rest. In other words, not doing anything strenuous.
Okay, so now let's eat something.
Okay. It's not morning.
It's not?
Going back to bed.
It's only like midnight.
Oh, so we're going back to sleep then.
Time to go back to bed.
It attacked you at the witching hour.
Wonderful. Okay, so we're going back to sleep then.
Yep. You probably get back to sleep by around 2 a.m. after all of the events
Actually,
transpired.
before we go to sleep, I want to try something out.
All right.
Oh, I'm sleeping.
You're sleeping.
Oh,
It looks
well,
like Nicholas is
try it out on.
sleeping with that big yawn.
okay, so it looks like I'll try it the next day.
You can do it now.
No, I have to try it on somebody.
Oh, you have to try it on somebody. You can do
Try
it
it on the
them.
bodyguard.
They're sleeping. You can try it on them. They won't know.
What about the bodyguard? I'm sure he'd be happy.
So you're going to wait?
Yeah, I'll wait.
All right. Morning. It's dull and dreary outside. It's overcast and sprinkling outside. And the temperature is hovering around 42 degrees, according to your wall thermometer. And that's inside the house. So it must be really cold outside today.
Okay.
Not quite freezing, though, because it's not coming down as snow.
I'm going to go make some breakfast. I'm making breakfast.
Okay,
I'm
thank
gonna
you.
make tea alongside you.
Okay. I happen to have a cooking skill.
You do.
Yeah.
Make your roll. Find out how good it is.
Right.
Crit fail.
No.
You burn the waffles.
I got a 57 out of the 77 for my cooking skill. Thank
Very
you.
good. Your waffles are good.
I'm making eggs and bacon waffles.
Awesome.
Yep.
That's why I kept saying waffles, because I wanted you to make waffles.
That's fine. I like waffles.
So do
love
I.
waffles too.
Now I want to go to I want to go to a breakfast spot and get breakfast.
I thought you made breakfast.
I meant in real life.
Oh, gotcha. Why not just make your breakfast? It would be better than going to a restaurant.
I know, but I'm lazy. And all I got is eggs. Anyway, eat your breakfast.
You can make egg waffles.
So I sit down,
Just
have
pour
breakfast.
a bunch of eggs into the waffle iron and make egg waffles.
Egg waffles.
All right, you guys have your breakfast this morning. You going to do anything? Seth hasn't returned yet.
Well, we said we were going to meet up at where we were yesterday.
Which is here.
Yeah, but he's not an elf. So
Yeah, but
probably have to go outside.
No, he's guest. They know he's a guest. He's been signed in as a guest. You can get back in.
Well, it's morning time, so maybe it's gonna take him a second to get here,
Maybe.
I
or he was
mean,
attacked.
Yeah, you're probably
there's
right.
something
Nothing
that
bad's
I
happened
wanna
to him. Of course not.
there's something that I wanna look into
All right.
But
besides Seth's whereabouts, and that's look up any kind of extra entity that's powerful enough to alter people.
So you're gonna do some study time.
Yeah,
Okay.
And
there's,
I want
there's
out some.
definitely a third party here.
what do you mean? Like you're gonna try to see if there's anyone else that uses magic in tribal lands?
No, they're mm, between Nicholas's nightmares and the weird shit going on with the spirits that he definitely hasn't told people about. He believes that there's an older entity that's hanging around Alexander Cole,
Oh,
and he wants to look into it and have ideas.
okay. So wouldn't you have to be like near him for that, or you just have to like sit around and like meditate?
I mean,
Sounds
he's
like
gonna read.
research and study. He'd probably want to go to a library, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. To find out
I
what kind of entities might have that kind of power.
would,
All right. So you're gonna head off to the local library.
yep.
You're in a good place for it on the tribal lands. They have all kinds of tomes, information on otherworldly beings that you could research.
The tribal library is my friend then.
Okay, so you head off to the tribal library. Aether King, you said you were going to do something?
I wanted to try controlling the air density
The air density.
to change and alter voices and sounds on Esther if she'll let me. Mm-hmm.
The bodyguard.
For the heck of it.
She's like, do it to the bodyguard.
Ugh.
Well, you have. Oh yeah, you could probably do that. Do the bodyguard.
What are you trying to exactly do?
Just to change. Like I said, to control the air density to make higher or low pressure to alter voices and sounds.
Yeah, you can do that.
I can do that.
You have the
Okay.
college for it, yes. You control air. You can shape it any way you want to your will. So you can thicken the air to make the sound muffled. You can lighten the air to make sounds louder.
Could take
I
your
mean,
word.
you could
You can
you
solidify air to make it a blade like you did in the combat.
Mm-hmm.
she can make people stop breathing, right?
Yep.
Yeah, she can just create a bubble of no air around your head.
Yeah.
I can purify air apparently.
Yeah, do it to the bodyguard. Yeah.
Yep, she can purify air. If she's in a building fire, she could create a bubble of clean air around her.
Detect sudden air movements, it says something like that.
Yeah, you can do that too. I mean, you like I said, you control air. If air is moving in a specific direction, you're going to know it. Let's say you're stuck underground in a deep cavern, and you want to try and find a way out. You can follow the airflow to the outside, that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much anything to do with air. That's what the air college covers. So the
I'm
same
just
thing
gonna
with
go follow Nicholas's
Wait, so that
library.
does something like sound carried on the wind, so I can hear distant noises and conversations. Can I do that?
yes, you control air.
No, I'm following Nicholas's library so I can get out and doing this
But how
later.
far?
Okay, you go to the library with Nicholas.
I'm a go-to.
No.
You know how far, Aether. You got the range listing on the magic table. So it depends. It all depends on how many points you put into it. You'll see the ranges. So, like, let's say you're trying to listen to a distant conversation, you might have to spend 10 power points to listen to a really distant conversation, but you'd be able to, as long as you're within the range.
Radius. Okay.
You
Range.
You just got to be in the range.
Okay.
So, like, you could listen to a
4
conversation.
points is powerful. 5 points is deadly.
Yeah, for damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it does 3d6. But like, let's say you cast a 10-point spell to listen to a conversation, you can listen to a conversation up to 350 feet away from you.
Okay.
And that's your range. 32 feet is a 1-point spell. And 32 feet is pretty distant to begin with. So you could be far enough away to listen in on a conversation, 32 feet away, and only have to spend 1 spell point.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you wanted to suffocate somebody, like solidify the air in their lungs so they can't breathe, that can be a maintain spell at 1 point per round, where they're like trying to gasp for air, and you just do the amount of damage that's listed for a 1-point spell per round. Or you could kill them outright in 1 round by casting a higher spell, which basically collapses their lung from the force of air pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, which would be deadly, like a PowerPoint 4 or 5. Yeah. Could be deadly. Depends on how well you roll, of course. So the more points you put into a spell, the quicker you can dispatch an enemy.
Mm-hmm.
But you always got to remember the 1/3 rule. If you go over 1/3 of your fatigue or over 1/3 of your power points, you have to roll on a table too.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're all heading to the library?
You going to?
You don't want to practice your thing?
No.
Well, she did. That's what
Because
she
I
was.
left, that's why.
No, that's what she was doing. She was testing it out. Figuring out what she can do with her spells.
That's right.
I guess before we go to the library, I'll leave a note just in case he comes back to the apartment that we're in the library.
Okay. All right. So you're all at the library, and you're all doing the research.
Yeah, I'm gonna look up. I'm gonna help Nicholas look up what he's looking up. I'm gonna go help him look
Okay.
around.
This is what I guess where I share the information. So the reason why I'm coming here to the library is because I'm looking. It seems like Alexander Cole has a entity from the other side attached to him that is helping him. It's it's holding his family's souls closer, binding the spirits around us so they can't really communicate to us, and you know,
And how do you know
helping
this?
him transform Ruby or Rose, whatever her name was.
And how do you know this?
Um,
You see a little girl in the corner, hands over her eyes. She's softly crying.
there's a little girl crying in the library.
Yeah, you're a little girl.
She's not that little.
Nah.
She's been aging up. Um, I mean,
Every time you see her, she's doing that. You try and communicate with her. She doesn't really respond.
because
Nicholas,
I'm ever since the event, I've been able to see dead people. More so after one of my friends passed away.
so you've been
Why?
seeing entities around Alexander?
No, I also have nightmares, and like the nightmares seemed more of a vision than a nightmare. Like the dark thing went after Ruby, and then the next day, Alexander turns Ruby into a monster.
So that wasn't like she didn't do that to herself?
I don't think she did it.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to turn
Seemed like
myself
she
into a
was
girl.
more at odds with me.
So he's a lot more powerful than we think he is because he can control spirits?
Or he's in league with one, which is understandable because he's been trying to touch the afterlife for a while now, which tends to lead to dark things. While I was a little hesitant to, drag your brother fully awake to talk to you before.
Okay, so is this a part of your like death magic, or is this just like you're just like psychic?
It's a separate trait, but it didn't have a cause for me specializing in death magic. Because, it's a field that I feel like I have to have some form of expertise in.
So you're trying to. So what are we looking for then? Exactly.
Any reference to an old powerful spirit that has the ability to alter people's forms or bind souls.
Okay, I guess I'll try looking for that. Should I roll on something to look for that, like investigation?
That would help. Or just Arcana.
Okay, I'll do Arcana.
I'm gonna roll on Arcana as well.
Aether, are you doing anything?
Out of 15, out of 77.
56 out of 70.
Can I look at books on herbology?
You can. Herbology. There's lots of them. Tribal lands have a very sizable library.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, as you're doing research, you're like grabbing books and flipping them open on the table and digging through them. Nicholas, all of a sudden, a loud bang on the table happens right in front of you, and you see an elderly man who basically just slammed his hand on the table right in front of you, making you jump. And
Now,
he,
why would he
and he says, "You must stop!" And then he fades away.
fades?
You guys don't see anything.
Oh,
That's crazy
But
banana.
he slapped the table loud enough for you to just get jolted from your studies to see him. And as you're like looking up, bewildered about what just happened, you know you're looking at a spirit. All of a
Yeah.
sudden, the book in front of you flies off the table across the room. Like a big gust of wind just took it. But you didn't feel any breeze.
Damn. No studying for you.
Either that's the right I I say either that's the right book or we're getting close and the thing doesn't want us to know, or we're about to cause problems for every spirit in this area. Three options. I say out loud.
You say what out loud?
What he just
That
said.
Oh,
that either that's the book with the correct entity, the research is angering that entity, which then would be putting the spirits in the area probably in danger.
and that's what you say to me?
Yeah, I'm assuming you're studying relatively close to me.
Yep, as you were sitting there next to him, but you notice all of a sudden Nicholas just kind of like jump in his chair real quick. And then he's like looking around, and then all of a sudden the book in front of him just flies off the table across the room. It goes for a good distance too, about 20 feet.
And so, the ghost just told you to stop looking?
An older man, yes.
Can you ask him, like, what? No more details?
I could always try calling him back, but when they leave generally.
Do it.
Oh, he gave you no information other than stop searching.
Yeah, all he said was, "You must stop," and then threw the book away.
I'll try to call him back.
He does not respond.
I get up and go pick up that
Unless
book
you
again.
wanna cast a spell to force him back.
Um,
Do it.
Yeah, unless
Do it.
and
Call him
just
back.
keep reading. Then just keep reading because like he's not gonna tell you why. He's
I
just
mean,
gonna
he'll come back if I keep reading, I guess.
yeah. So keep reading. He'll come back and then say why.
I'm gonna go pick up the book that he threw across the room.
Okay,
Yep.
you
Keep
go pick up
studying.
the book and continue studying. Is that what you
Yep.
do? All right. Well, you made your guys' rolls, and you do discover more passages again on this snake cult, and that otherworldly entities that are involved with the snake cult.
Damn.
Okay.
And a specific entity that supposedly controls the snake cult called the Old One.
The old one.
The Old One.
Okay.
There's actually a diagram of the Old One in one of the books you were looking through. Astor Smith. You're the one that first comes across it in your book from that good roll you had.
Yeah.
And you see what appears to be a humanoid being with long flowing black hair. I mean, it's just a black sketch, so you don't know if he actually has black hair. But also these long black tentacles that extend out of his body. He's still got arms and legs like a normal human. And he's also kind of like wearing Egyptian type paraphernalia, including the weird conical hat the Egyptians wore back in the day, the pharaohs. And these long black tentacles.
Okay. Anything else from the book?
Just more and more info on the snake cult and the dates and times that it was in power in Egypt, and that it was also based on the mythology of Set,
Okay.
and that apparently this Old One is a lieutenant of Set's.
So we're basically fighting an ancient spirit and a man with an artifact that gives him enough power to kill us outright.
Crazy. Can I look up books on enchanting?
If
Like
you
enchantments?
if you wish.
Yes, please. Don't do a roll. I'm
No,
gonna do a roll.
no, that's just normal research.
Okay.
Depending on what exactly it is you're trying to do.
Enchanting items.
You want to enchant items? Yeah, that's ritual
I
magic. You don't have the
do.
discipline, so you have to learn the rituals, which takes time.
So it's ritual magic for enchantments.
Yes,
Can I look up that too?
yes, you can. You can both begin like studying it. It's going to take you a long time to actually learn the specific rituals to enchant certain items. So you have to basically come up with an idea of what it is you want to enchant or make. And then you'll have to basically conduct research to figure out what you need to do the ritual.
So,
Yeah.
or I could go to the
As-
magic school.
Or you can go to the magic store and buy it.
Can I go to the magic school, find someone that does ritual magic, and pay them?
Well, you can do that as well, but it'd be very hard to find somebody that will do that for you. because like I said, it takes a lot of time and energy to create magic items, unless you have the innate ritual
Yeah,
magic
we should do that. Let's go to a
discipline.
school and try and find someone who knows how to.
You're in a school, but you don't know anybody that has that innate ability.
Well, we should ask
It's
around.
it's rare. That's why there's not that many magical artifacts around.
All right. Well, I'm gonna look at a book for ritual and specifically for enchanting, and I guess I'll try and check that book out so I can read it on our downtime.
Yeah. From what you do know, from your own knowledge of being in the magic school, the only person that's ever been known to have the ritual discipline was Merlin the magician.
Like from a long time ago.
Right. Nobody apparently knows anybody else that has the ritual discipline.
Okay, I should pick that.
Apparently it's rare, or there's a lot of people that have it, but they're just keeping it secret, so they don't have hordes of magic users barreling down on top of them trying to get them to make them stuff.
Gotcha. All right, so I'm just gonna practice that. Then.
Or they're under the control of a government, or some other form of power.
Okay. So I'm gonna check out a book on that just so I can study the book.
Yep. So you begin studying. You can, like I said, you can create stuff, but if you don't have the innate ability, then it's going to be very difficult and timely for you, and cost lots. It won't cost you as much actually as if you were to buy it from a store, but since you can pick some items up like 1-point rings and 2-point rings fairly easily, that means there's people out there that create them, but they're probably people that aren't disciplined in ritual magic and just take some time and effort to do it. That's why they charge so much.
Yeah.
But that's something you guys can do too. You can create 1-point rings. They just take a while to make. So,
okay.
I'm assuming if we work together, we could shorten the time.
Yes.
All right, I'm just gonna
Yeah,
study
I'm gonna try and make like a 3-point necklace.
That would take you a long time.
Yeah, but if all of us did together.
But if that's what you want to do, then you let me know what it is exactly you want to make, and then you begin researching it.
Yeah, I want to make a 3 PowerPoint necklace. So I want to research that.
Okay, write it down so that you remember that you've begun researching how to create a 3-point necklace. It'll have to be crafted with flawless materials.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the same thing with you, Aster, and Nicholas. I mean, you could all study. I mean, a 3-point is just 2 more points than a single point. So, if you all research together, you could all figure out how to make items that hold spell power, which is what you're actually researching. Just the more points you put into it, the longer it takes and the more it costs. You can also do it in stages. You can start it out as a 1-point necklace and then continue working on it, but be able to use it as a 1-point necklace.
So we're able to advance our rings.
So we could enhance what we already have then, right?
No. You got to create your own.
Okay.
So you can't improve a ring you already have that somebody else created.
Because it has to be one singular person's or the original creator's powers mixed together.
Right. And that's why 5-point artifacts are so powerful, because they were basically created from a single user through vast adversity, like King Arthur's torque, the item you're after.
Okay, well, I just want to study the book and stuff for a bit, and That's what I'm going to be doing for the rest of the day until we hear back from so and so. So I want to head back to the apartment to see if he ever showed up.
Okay. So while everybody else is still studying at the library, you go back to the apartment and nobody's there. The guard out front, Roger, tells you that nobody's arrived. He asks you where Aether is. You see him kind of like smiling shyly. Is she okay?
Yeah, she's good. She'll be back.
Do you think she thinks about me?
I mean, yeah.
He smiles. I knew it.
So dumb.
Aether has a new stalker.
I go back to the library.
He says, wait.
Oh,
He reaches behind his back and pulls out a rose. Could you hand this to her, please?
sure, yeah.
Oh, and don't forget to tell her I love her.
I will.
Kisses.
All right, when I get back to the library, I let Aether know, give her the flower. And like, yeah, he's real smitten with you.
Why'd you tell him that I thought about him?
I didn't tell you that I said that. Yeah, no, Seth isn't around. Maybe we should go look for him. Yeah.
That's what happens when the party separates. Bad things happen.
Yeah, that's why we should have went together.
We should
That's why we
bring
all
that
should
elf.
just sleep in the same room.
We should bring the elf
At
guard with us.
Say what?
We should
At
bring
this
the
point-
elf guard.
Oh yeah, Elf Guard. Oh, that's a cool name. Yeah, title for him. Elf Guard.
No. We should bring him.
I like it. Elf Guard.
Elf guard.
Guardian of elves.
What do you guys think? We should bring him with us since we're down someone who can shoot guns good?
I mean, I like the idea of having more firepower, but at the same time, I'm starting to feel bad about dragging all these people into this and letting all of them disappear.
Yeah. The poor
I mean,
elf.
I'm just saying he really likes Aether, and if she got hurt, he'd be sad.
I mean, a lot of people would be sad if she got hurt. Have you seen how all the elves look at her?
So you're
And
saying we should bring more?
non-elves?
Just about everybody she passes by on the street stares at her.
So maybe we could get more than one guard.
Oh yeah, she could probably get an army of guards if she wanted.
So what if we just like ask for like 3 guards to come with us?
Not you, her.
I said we.
You got to
I
get
said
her
we
to do it.
first. All right. So, Aether, idea. Maybe you could get 3 guards to come with us.
Well, you probably
I don't
want
know.
you probably want to have good quality people who know how to fight.
Okay, someone who can shoot a gun.
Instead of just people off the street.
Yes,
Yeah.
get like you know trained ones, trained with guns.
That's
Like bodyguards.
That's what you're trying to do with Seth, but he hasn't returned yet.
Yeah. He
So
has not.
maybe we could get some people who are willing to help. I mean, that's just an idea. We could go solo, but just an idea.
Just an idea.
Okay, so crickets, come on, guys.
I'm just the
So-
DM. I'm the DM. I can't give you the ideas.
No one's saying anything back to me.
Well, you just want to drag people into this to save your dad, and like they could lose their lives or end up being kidnapped.
Well, not
That's
like walk with
the
us,
best
like
idea.
at least be like, you know, at a distance like Seth was.
How many of you are logged into Twitch?
I'm logged in.
Oh, you're on Twitch right now.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Okay, that's where the numbers are coming from. We apparently have 2 viewers. I guess one of them's you and one of them's me.
I see.
I'm just wondering. All right. Lag.
So, okay, it was just an idea. We don't have to drag people in. That's fine. I'm not saying they can come with us into the building. Just some extra backup from a distance would be nice. I'm not just thinking about my dad. I'm thinking about our lives. But I guess if you want to go in unprepared and unready, ready to risk your life for everything, that's fine too.
Yeah, extreme beauty is a dual-edged sword.
Yeah, like what if they expect something for helping?
Yeah, and you don't have to give them anything.
Yeah, but then
Except for money.
but then they have like an entrance into talking to me. Oh, we helped you. You know, if they're just waving from the sidelines, it's different.
What do you mean waiting from the sidelines? You mean like what I said? Like have them just wait in the distance
No,
and
I'm saying like if you don't interact with them, they're just waving from the sidelines. But then you give them an entrance into your life, and then it's different.
are you talking in character?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you get what I mean? Like, am I speaking wrong?
I mean, if you don't want to ask them, you don't have to. A response is just nice.
Well, you could always ask too.
Yeah,
But
you could ask.
Aether is guaranteed to get them though,
Yeah,
I
I don't think
mean,
I'm
whether
making
she
nobody.
wants them or not.
Well, if the whole group is against using them to
Well,
help us, then I'm not gonna ask.
what does Nicholas think?
I'm against it because I don't want to drag more people into this because everyone around us is currently either being taken or killed or even possibly turned into a monster. But if you guys really want to, I would suggest asking the council to supply them instead of just asking
Well,
the people directly.
that's what I was trying to ask first. If Ether could go ask well, I didn't say council, but like ask for guards, not just random men off the street.
Well, you actually you already did that, and the council wants to keep it low profile.
Yeah, well, we're getting like having monsters sent at us all the time. Don't they think they should help us? It's a little different now than just us walking around. Like we got people on us. We got heat.
You got heat.
Yeah, it's different now. I think it's smart to ask the council, given the fact that we're literally getting attacked at night here.
So you want to try and ask the council again?
I want you to try and ask the council. Yeah.
So you're going to go to the council?
Yeah, she wants to go to the council.
Okay. Are you all going?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Sounds good. You head off back to the council building. You speak with the secretary. The secretary convenes the meeting, and you all go in. Same round table, same council members. The council chief looks at you all and asks what you need.
Put it
Esther
plainly,
wondering
firing support.
She's looking at you, Aether.
Esther is wondering if we could have more support while
Oh yeah, just single me out. That's the out of character.
Threw you under the bus.
Oh yeah, just one person I brought here.
I can see Aether now.
fine.
Aster's
Our
wondering
group-
if you can help us.
fine. Okay.
That sounds so
We're
mature.
to request extra help,
What kind of help?
armed help.
Armed help. You wish to bring security guards into it.
At least 2.
Now, what do you plan to do?
So far, the plan is to go in and have them wait outside.
Go in where?
the hotel
Al
where.
Capone's headquarters.
You're going to
Well,
Al Capone's headquarters?
yep, that's the only lead we have at the moment.
Okay. She
Okay,
whispers.
thank you.
She whispers to the one council guy next to her. He gets up, walks out, and she's like sitting there waiting, watching you. And then a couple of minutes go by, and two men come in. These two will do. She says they're both well trained. You see
Thank
that?
you very.
Yeah, you see they both have Tommy guns and pistols.
Okay. Thank you very much.
One of them is kind of unusual. His ears are so long, he actually cut slits in his fedora, so his ears stick out through the brim.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You've never seen an elf with ears that long.
Cool.
I'm kind of jealous.
But they both look hard beaten, like they've seen combat. One of them even got a scar from his forehead all the way down to his cheek. And as you thank the council chief, she winks at you.
She what?
Winks at
Oh,
you.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
you're just pulling everybody.
It's the advantage she picked.
Yeah, I know.
It affects everybody.
Yep. Thank God.
Unfortunately, some people it affects negatively in the opposite
Yep.
direction.
So once we're kind of away from that area and we're all kind of grouped up, I just say to the guards, I'm like, oh, what are their names? Oh yeah, let me ask them. What are your guys' names?
One of the guys' name is Sam, and the other guy's John.
Sam and John.
On the beds.
Okay. Just so you guys know,
I should say
You're
Sam.
going-
I should say Sam and Dean actually. Yeah, Sam and Dean. That's much better.
okay.
Winchester.
And so then I tell them, so we're going to this hotel that's run by Al Capone. That's our one lead so far. We had someone with us named Seth. He was supposed to get us more people to help stand guard outside the hotel, just in case things go bad. So this isn't going to be it might be easy, but it might not be. It could be really dangerous, and you just have to be really careful not to get yourselves hurt. So
Dean says, "I'm not afraid of getting hurt, especially to protect a pretty young lady like her over there." He points to Aether.
great. Okay.
Sam says, "Yeah, I'd die for her."
Oh. Well, we're gonna try to not have you guys die.
He says, "Oh, we'd die for you too, but."
Oh, thanks. um. Yeah. So that's the plan.
You guys gonna do anything else before we finish up for the day?
I'm gonna ask them what kind of guns they're good with.
They both have their typical 1911s, which are holstered under their suit, and they have Tommy guns, both of them.
Okay, and one of those are distance, right?
Both of them are.
Okay.
Well,
Cool.
they don't have rifles for sniping. They're not snipers. They're ruffians. They're thugs.
Okay.
Except they're elven thugs.
But
Are they skilled in
backup.
that?
Huh?
Are they skilled with rifles?
Yeah, you could tell they're combat oriented. They were probably in the Great War.
Okay, so I look at everybody. I'm like, hey, so do you think it'd be a good idea to arm them with some rifles for this, just so they have some distance options?
They both say no. We're going in with you.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not snipers.
Oh.
They're close quarters combat people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. Can we stop by a store so I can get like, I want like a pouch to hold water and I want 2 more.
You want a pouch of? You want more water? I thought you got
Yeah.
you got a lot of water the last game session. How are you going to carry it all?
And 2 not too big pouches of water for Sam and Dean to hold because I'm going to make them health potions.
They're not going to hold them.
Why?
They need to keep free up so they can combat.
They can't just like have it on their hip.
Nope.
Oh my gosh.
Trying to turn the help into your water carriers. Look at you.
I was gonna give them health potions.
But you got health potions, don't you?
I have.
You made a few.
How many do I have?
You could throw some in a satchel and one of them will carry it.
You're gonna
Okay.
have hold health potions for them. You're
Well,
making
in
health
case
potions for them?
like I can't heal them instantly, they can take a turn to drink one. You know.
Yeah, if you put some in a satchel, Sam will carry it.
All right, so I'm gonna put like at least 3 in a satchel for them to carry.
Okay.
And I say these are health potions. You can drink it, and if you get injured, if I can't heal you at that moment and you need it.
Are they 1 point health potions?
I think I can't remember what I did when I first made them, but we can say that they're just 1 point health potions for now.
Okay. And the ones you're carrying are 1 point health potions too.
Yeah. I didn't write down what point they were.
You ought to make a big backpack water carrier for Nicholas to wear, so you have plenty of water for your spells.
No, the building has water.
I guess that would be an explanation for raising my might.
There you go. Always thinking ahead.
All right, that's what I want to do. So I did that.
All right. So Sam's got a satchel with 3 health potions, and you got your own health potions.
Yeah.
And you have your own water supply carrying with you.
Yeah.
But you don't necessarily need it. Buildings have pipes.
Yeah, it's not like a bunch of water. It's more of like a backup in case I just happen to need some water to play with.
Yep.
Yep.
But with enough spell power, you could probably flood every single room in that building.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Oh yeah.
But I don't want to kill people that are like in their own hotel rooms doing their own regular life stuff. But I could do it.
Oh, that's why the mob usually sequester themselves into places with lots of human shields.
Yeah, but I could just decide not to care.
You could.
Yeah, but my character would care, so.
You could flood out the foundation and tip the building over.
Yeah, I could do that too, but I'd be in it, so.
Yeah. You could do that before you go in it.
I could for funsies, but I want to talk to Al Capone, you know? I don't want to immediately kill him. What's that going to do? I'm not where my dad is. He has my dad.
Somewhere.
If he didn't have my dad, that'd be a fun option, but, you know.
Probably all beaten and battered, tortured.
He'll be okay.
Hanging by
Nothing
his
a few
ankles
health
in some
potions can't fix.
dirty room.
He'll be fine.
Every day they take a baseball bat to him.
Well, I guess today's just another day he'll have to suffer until we get to him.
All right. Anything else you guys want to do before we end the session?
No, but next session, definitely look for Seth.
Yep. Next session will be the battle with Al Capone, maybe.
Yeah, we just need to figure out where he is.
You know where he is. Yep. You know exactly where his headquarters are.
Well, not him. Seth.
Oh, Seth. Yeah. Yeah, you don't know where Seth is yet.
Yeah, so we're gonna find him before we go in.
Maybe. He's supposed to
Maybe.
be. He was supposed to return this morning. It's already afternoon, so at least early afternoon after your research. And he's not back yet. All right, for this session, you all get 3 experience points and 1 extra for good roleplay.
So 4?
Yep.
Yahoo!
I can't believe you all survived the battle with the imp. Who's supposed to kick your butt?
I thought I was gonna die.
But you didn't. That's the whole problem. Keep trying to kill you guys off, and it's not working.
Are we gonna? Is anyone? Are we gonna do the? Anyone's gonna do the XP stuff? Ooh, give me 1 second. I want to do the XP stuff, but
Yep.
give me a second. I just gotta.
No problem.
I'm gonna want to gamble on might because I got knocked down too easily.
Okie dokie. So it's,
I just have to roll higher than a 3.
yep, and you're gambling 10 points.
Yep, and that's a 7.
You made it.
So 4 might, 15 hit points. I'm less squishy. No, much greater.
Okay, I'm back.
You're back.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Remember, you can gamble once per game session. So, is anything you want to gamble on, Aster?
Yeah, I do. Let me just figure out what I want to use. Is anyone else doing it?
Nicholas just did.
No, I'm saving mine.
How'd that go?
You
I
made it.
increased my might by 1 point.
Okay, where's my error? Where are my stuffs? Oh my goodness, where is it? Okay, so stamina increases fatigue, right?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
What do I want to increase? Oh, I put it down somewhere. And if I gamble, I have to go over?
If you gamble,
Yes.
you have to roll over what you currently have.
Okay. What did I want to try gambling?
That way, the
And we
higher
can only...
you go, the harder it becomes.
Yeah, I know. That's the part that I'm thinking. Okay, so I wrote down I wanted to either do those two, but why? I don't think I'm gonna do that one. Let me see. Okay. Let's see. I kind of want to raise my might, but I might want to try out my stamina one more time. It's at base 6 right now, so it's a little risky.
Yeah. Well,
Alternatively, you can flat out spend 10.
more fatigue is good for a spellcaster.
Hmm.
You just got to roll a 7 and up to succeed. And it's a gamble.
Yeah.
It's points you plan to spend anyway.
But I'm saving up
Points
my
that-
points. I know I'm just gonna gamble it for stamina then.
You got 10 points experience?
I have 27 now.
Oh, okay, so yeah, you're only gambling 10 for a main attribute.
Where did I put that? I'm sorry. I made another tab for no reason. Okay. So I'm gonna gamble for my stamina.
Yep. Got to roll
1d10. I got a 7.
You made it. Your stamina goes up 1 point. You don't lose your 10 points of experience.
I don't think I'm ever gonna gamble ever again on that one. No, there's no way. There's absolutely no way.
Why not? You might roll an 8 or a 9 or a 10.
I don't think I want to take that risk.
It's a gamble.
No, not again.
Technically, you're already running on 3 points.
So I have to get an 8, 9, or 10 next time if I want to gamble for
Are
that.
you-
But
are
I might
you-
as well just gamble for might next.
Yep. You can also free spend like normal. You gonna add any points to any of your skills?
I want to wait till I get to 30 experience points first before I decide just to free spend.
Okay.
Oh, but if I free spend, say if I have 30 points and I want to free spend, can I spend all 30 in different areas, or if I'm raising attributes, I can only do 10 point spend?
Well, like attributes cost 10 points to raise. You can free spend 10 points to raise an attribute, yes. And then
But-
skills are point for point.
Yeah, but then if I do that, right? Let's say if next game I have 30 points and I'm like, cool, I want to raise 1 point in my physique, 1 point in my magnetism, and 1 point in my voice for 30 points in total. Could I do that, or I can only do 1 raise
You
for
could do
that?
you could do that right now, as long as you got the points for it.
I don't have 30 points yet, so I'm not gonna do that.
But you have 20.
27.
Yeah, you could increase 2 of your stats right now.
I could.
Technically, you can raise your stamina all the way up to 10.
Well, she's only at 7 right now, so she could raise it to 9.
I could.
I mean, when she's planning on spending.
Yeah, she spends.
I know. I could raise my might by 2 points, which would help out a little bit, but I'd rather. Because I could start next game with 15 in my physical group, or I could, which might help me if I get into a tough situation.
I mean,
Oh, and I could raise my agility by 2 points, so I could always have a better
Initiative.
initiative. I think I'm gonna spend 20 points to raise my agility by 2. Can I do that?
You can.
Okay.
That's what the experience points are for.
So oh wait, so then if I am at a 5, that's average 0. Advantage 0 for that one now. So that was by 2, 15. And then now I only have 7 experience points. Cool. Okay, I feel a little better. Now my physical group is out of 15, so my health points are out of 15 now. And then I have a better physical group now than before.
Feel better?
Yeah, I'm not very strong, but at least I have average agility and above average stamina, so
There you go.
that's good. That's good. I'm doing a lot better for myself.
I have a functioning physical group now, too.
What's yours?
4, 6, 5.
I'm surprised you're not spending your stuff on your spells.
Oh, I
my
want
spells are
to.
good.
I'm saving up to 20, and then at every point over 20 experience, I'm gonna free spend into my spell casting
Gotcha.
My spell's pretty
until I
good,
hit
so
100.
I want to level up my mental group.
You can.
because like my physical group is sad.
You haven't gambled this session, so you can attempt to gamble.
Gamble how much?
What are you going to increase?
Intellect?
Intellect, so it's 10 points per attribute. So if you wanted to increase your intellect by 1 point, it costs 10 points of experience.
Or you can gamble.
You can gamble, and then you won't lose the 10 points if you succeed. You'll lose the 10 points if you fail and you don't increase. Or you could just free spend.
Saving.
Say what?
Yeah, I'm saving.
You're saving. All right. Sounds good.
Okay.
You don't want to try to gamble it.
No, I don't have enough.
You don't have 10 points.
I spent most of my points last game.
Could she gamble and go into negative points?
Nope. You got to have the points to back it up.
I only got 8 points right now.
Gotta
Oh,
pay.
okay.
Gotta pay to play.
Mm-hmm. I leveled up a lot of things last game we played.
Yep. Okie dokie.
Okay, so we're done then.
We're done.
Looks good.
Okey-dokey.
Probably gonna be a big session next game if you get to Al Capone's next session. That's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, I
Uh-uh.
kind of felt bad for losing all these people along our way.
Ah.
All these people.
We've lost 2. Seth is MIA. Probably also lost with them.
hmm
Uh,
Lane is
we had to
MIA.
kill one of them.
Rose is dead.
That's fine.
King Roman and Lane are probably dead or prisoners.
Yeah.
Seth is probably dead or a prisoner, or he just got delayed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
Hopefully
one do
just
you think is
delayed.
most likely the answer,
Is
though?
there anything else? Anybody
No, I
else?
think that's everything.
Now you got Sam and Dean Winchester to worry about.
Yeah, they seem like they're okay and content.
And this starts their monster hunting adventures.
Whoa. All right, folks. I'll go ahead and stop the stream.